Hi, I'm Elena. Welcome to The Creative Voice. Let's make some sounds. Sounds. Sounds.
Ging, 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 die, sis,
Thank you so much for being here. I'm really grateful for your presence. We're gonna make a series of sounds. I'm gonna guide you through a series of sounds that you're gonna make in your favorite space. First of all, always I like to start with welcoming your own body, your own voice in this moment right now. So let's take a big, deep breath and exhale. Let's take another one. Really try to imagine how your body is filling up with air. And when you exhale, I encourage you keeping on expanding, like if you could actually open even a little bit more. All right, so inhaling, feeling your ribs nice and open, and exhaling, keeping on expanding that openness that you created in your own body. Now we're gonna do a series of sounds. You're gonna do a series of sounds actually. The first one, very simple. Let's do a long S, a lower capital S. And while you're exhaling, keep on thinking that you keep on expanding in a nice, kind, gentle way, like an ice cream that melts down under the sun. So I want you to really focus on the kindness of that action. Another one, take a big breath and keep on imagining like it's a side, but you're not actually helping the side. You are just feeling it and let it last as long as you can without creating any forced movement, any stress in your body. When we create stress, we always close our throat. So it's very important to remember to be kind to yourself, to be gentle to yourself. Next one, when you start with an S, I want you to attach a little sound, an E sound to it. I think of the breath like the wave, basically, that holds up and keeps up the surfer. When your breath is going, the surfer, your sound, is going with it. So once the breath is over, the surfer also, it's done for that ride. So take a big breath, expand, and then start with an S. And when you start it like a couple, 1 second, 2 seconds at the most, attach an E to it, like C, and so on until it's done, until your breath is supporting it. So this could last a very long time or a very short time, depending on how your breathing practice is going. I encourage you to explore as much as you can of your range in the higher part of it and in the lower part of it as well, because it's very important that we give our vocal cords the little stretch and exercise that they want to have, so that when you improvise, when you sing, when you do anything with your voice, you're free to make choices. Remember, the lowest part of our range is as important as the highest one. So I really invite you to explore both, always with kindness. So if you feel when you're in the highest range that you're straining a little bit, it means that that is not where your voice needs to go today. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in a month. I really, really invite you to stay in tune with your body and your body sensations and feelings, because your body is always right, and it's gonna tell you right away if it likes it or not, what it's doing. So this is gonna be your first part, and you can do it on yourself as an exploration and as a sort of warm-up. You start from a comfortable range in your voice, and then you can go a little higher, and then you can go a little lower. That really depends on where you're at in your journey. And again, really be comfortable with it. Feel comfortable in your body while you're singing. The second part is gonna be a series of sounds that I'm gonna guide. I'm not gonna do with you, but I'm gonna guide. So take a big breath, a big deep breath. Exhale so that you prepare your body for this nice travel, this little journey. And exhale. And take another breath. And on an exhale, you're gonna make the sweetest sound you could ever make. Another breath. Next sound is gonna be the longest sound you could ever make. On the next exhale, you're gonna make the softest sound you could make. In the next one, I would love for you to explore the lowest sound in your voice. The next one is gonna be the funniest sound that you can think of in this moment. Another breath. Maybe you make the sound of a bird. In the next, you're gonna make the sound of your first memory. Take another breath, and now you're gonna make the highest sound you can make today. And then another one, and you're gonna make the most ancient sound that you can think of. And the last one is gonna be any sound that your body, your voice wants to express in this moment. So this series of sounds that you're making and you're gonna make are gonna be different if you try this same exercise tomorrow. I invite you to write down on your journal maybe other sounds that you would like to explore, like the sound of a caller, the sound of another person. There are so many things that you can find, the sound of your house, the sound of your footstep. And this is a thing that you can do anywhere and is available to you at any time. When you're driving, when you're by yourself, even if you're not, why not singing on the street? Wouldn't it be nice if life was like a musical and everybody were singing? But you can really explore all of these sounds for as many time and how long you like. And then write down what the feelings are when you thinking about like the first sound, the sound of your first memory, or the sweetest sound. What does it mean to you? How did you feel about it? This is my invitation to deepen your exploration in your voice. This is all I got for you today, and I will see you in the next video. As always, if you have questions for me, you can find me on my website, and I will be really delighted to start a conversation with you. Ciao, ciao. Thank you for being so willing to explore and find different sounds that your voice can make. And there are so many others that your voice can make. Write down a list of sounds that you would like to explore, like the sound of a color, the sound of your home, the sound of a situation, the sound of a feeling. And if you do this exercise, this practice tomorrow, it's going to be very different from what it has been today. If you have any questions for me, find me on my website and I'll be delighted to find the time and to make the time to engage in a conversation with you. And thank you again, really from my heart. I will see you in the next video. Ciao. You are so courageous and so creative. How many sounds did you carve out of your beautiful, unique voice? This is an exercise, a practice that you can do anytime. It's available to you at any moment. If you want to do this exact one tomorrow or in 10 minutes, it's going to be completely different. I invite you to write down on your journal a list of sounds that you would like to explore, like the sound of a color, the sound of a feeling, the sound of your home, and so on. If you have any questions for me, as usual, you can find me on my website, and I'll be happy to make the time and respond to you. For other sounds and other things, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for being with me today. I really appreciate it. And I hope I'll see you soon. Ciao. How wonderful is that? How courageous are you to make all this different sound with your voice? And how many other sounds can you find in your voice? Write down a list. Maybe it's the sound of a feeling, the sound of a color, the sound of your own home. I really invite you to write down a list and also explore what kind of feelings, what kind of thoughts came up while you were doing this kind of exercise. And if you do the same exact practice that we did today, tomorrow, or even in 30 minutes, your sounds are going to be completely different. So this is also something to think about and to explore. I really hope you enjoyed this practice, and if you have any questions for me, find me on my website and I'll be happy to engage on a conversation with you. Grazie, and thank you from my heart. Ciao!
Oh,